This video is sponsored by Okai and the Neon Electric Scooter. The Neon Electric Scooter is the perfect device for getting around. It can go up to 40 kilometers or 24 miles on a single charge, just depending on variables like hills and speed, with a top speed of 16 miles an hour or 25 kilometers an hour. And it's extremely portable as well. You can fit it in your trunk of your car, or you can fold it up and carry it up a flight of stairs. It has a single lever so that you can unhook and then fold or unfold the scooter. And the charging brick is really portable, so you can fit it in your backpack so you can take it with you to the office and charge up the scooter there. It comes with an NFC tag for locking or unlocking the device. But what's really cool is they have an app, so you can use your phone to unlock the device. So no car key, essentially. From the app, you can set ride settings that control the top speed and performance of the scooter. You can change the color of the neon lights that are in the front and underneath the scooter, and you can also see ride history, battery information, and customize the display on the scooter as well. It has important safety features like front and rear lights for riding when the sun isn't up. It also has front electronic braking and rear disc braking. What's nice about this is you could just be flying down the road and you can jam on those brakes and you don't feel like the scooter's gonna just take out from underneath you. You still feel like you're in control. I rode this thing all over on streets and bike lanes, on sidewalks. I did it safely. I made sure to avoid other people and cars, but it felt good. Even if there was like a bump in the sidewalk or a crack in the sidewalk, I still felt like I was in control. It felt really good to ride, and it didn't feel like I was like feeling every single bump in the road. Like, it felt solid, it felt smooth. If you're looking for an electric vehicle to get around, I highly recommend the Okai Neon Electric Scooter. Or if you're just looking for something fun to ride around with friends or go down to the store or just ride around your neighborhood, it is a ton of fun. I let my brother, my mom, my dad, they all rode it and they all had so much fun riding it. My thanks to Okai for sponsoring this video. One of my favorite type of videos on YouTube are EDC videos, everyday carry. I could watch those kinds of videos all day long. I don't know what it is about just like gear that people carry with them all day long, every day, like that they find useful, that it just ticks a box in my head. So I figured, what the heck? Let's do one myself. All right, so first up, arguably the most important device people carry every single day is their phone. I'm rocking the iPhone 13 Pro Max in the blue variant. I forget what this version of blue is called. I'll be honest, I like the iPhone 12 Pro blue better than this one. It was a much darker blue than this one. This one's like a baby blue almost, that I'm like, it's okay. But the phone itself has probably been one of my favorite iPhones of all time. I love the Pro Max size. I've got big hands, so I can hold it one-handed and use it one-handed, no problem. I know a lot of people prefer the smaller phones because they have smaller hands. Totally get it. But since I have bigger hands, I can use it one-handed. The images and video it takes are absolutely stunning. I did a video earlier this year with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It was completely shot in Yosemite, showing off the capabilities of the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I will link to that video in the description below so you can check it out along with everything else I mentioned. But this video really shows off the capabilities of what this camera can do. I'm working on a video in the future about like how I use my iPhone as a productivity device, and that's kind of more of gonna be like my traditional style iPhone review, because I don't really like see this as a gaming device. I don't really see this like rely on it to be a camera. I rely on this to be a communication device and an input and capture method device. So I should already have a video out about focus and how I like combat ADHD and all that stuff. And in that video, I talk about how I use my iPhone and especially the app Drafts to capture stuff that like ideas and projects and stuff that come into my head. I just, write it down and capture it in there. And that's what the iPhone is really key for me. I do a lot of email and stuff with this. I basically run my business when I'm out and about off of an iPhone. I just love the way these new iPhones feel. Like they got a little bit of weight to them, but it makes it feel premium almost. I love the stainless steel edges. It's a really good device. Apple has been knocking it out of the park with their recent iPhones. Now, if you've been around this channel long, you won't be surprised that there is no case on this iPhone. This isn't something I am just doing for this video. I do not put a case on my iPhone. But I thought I might change that this year with this iPhone. Spoiler alert, I didn't. But I do have two cases. So I have the Apple Midnight leather case. Honestly, I wish this midnight color was what the iPhone shipped in, because this is a really cool color. It's like dark blue mixed with black. It's very, it looks really good. I like it. And then I also have the Nomad leather case. Both of these are really nice, high quality leather cases. But my issue with them is this bottom piece right here. They both got it, and it makes sense because, you know, if you drop the iPhone like on the bottom, it's gonna protect it that way. But it makes it hard to swipe up on the iPhone's home screen because the lip of the case gets in the way a little bit. So if I was to use a case, I would probably look for one that doesn't have this bottom piece, or I would modify these, aka cut them, to get rid of that bottom piece, just because I found it to get in the way. But I'm still not using a case. I don't really like cases. For some people, using an iPhone caseless means it gets completely scratched up, or the screen gets cracked, or the back glass gets cracked. But for me, it looks like it's still brand new. Maybe I'm just a little more cautious, or maybe I'm just a bit lucky. I don't know, but my iPhone still looks brand new even though I'm not using a case. But I'm also big with MagSafe accessories. So most of the time when I'm out of the house, I use the MagSafe wallet, put it right on the back of the iPhone. Super handy. It holds 3 to 4 cards. For me, it holds 3. It just depends on the card thickness. I got a lot of questions the last time I talked about this a little while ago on why I use it, because why don't I just use you know, Apple Pay for everything? One, Apple Pay isn't accepted everywhere, specifically like gas stations and stuff like that. If you just want to pay at the pump and not have to go in all the time, not all gas stations have NFC. Also, driver's license and health insurance card. Those are the 3 things that I keep in there. It's just a credit card, driver's license, and health insurance card. Those are things that I can't, unfortunately, have just living on my phone right now. I have to have those physical cards, so that's where the MagSafe wallet comes in. The other MagSafe accessory I use is the MagSafe battery pack. I know this thing doesn't charge as fast as like some of the Anchor ones, but that's why I like it. So let's talk about physics and battery health for a second. The faster you charge a device, the more that battery heats up. The more the battery heats up, the more you're hurting the long-term health of that battery. So the slower something charges, the better your battery health will be over a longer period of time. I really only use this is when I've been traveling or taking like a day trip up to Yosemite or the beach or something like that. That's when I've been throwing this on, and I found it to be really helpful for those kinds of days. This isn't something I use every single day, so it probably shouldn't be in my EDC video, but I was talking about MagSafe stuff, so I figured I'd mention it. So next up is the Apple Watch. I have here the Series 7 45mm. I absolutely love this. I love the new design, the bigger display. I love the fact that it's more durable. It's a nice Apple Watch. If you had a Series 6, I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth the upgrade, but going from a Series 5 to this, I definitely see a big upgrade, a big jump in that, so I appreciate that. So when this Apple Watch came out, I ordered this midnight leather band from Apple. So this is Apple's leather band, and what I like about this is it uses magnets to connect, so it has a really fine adjustment. So if you're like me and you like your Apple Watch really tight, it's really easy to adjust this. It looks good. I like it. Some people don't like the bumps and the ridges of it, but I like it. I think it looks good. But I have been using some third-party Apple Watch bands lately. You can probably see from right here. They're from a company called Buckle & Brand. It's a new company, and they sent me 3 different ones I've been using. So the first one, and I'm probably going to pronounce all of these wrong, is the Malay Black Suede Band. This one's really nice. It has stitching in it. It looks really cool. And these are good, high quality leather bands. Like, there's a lot of third-party Apple Watch leather bands out there that are not so great. But these are really nice. So I have that one. My favorite is the Lond Luxury one. It's this tan, brown, I'm not entirely sure what to call it, but you can see the stitching in it. It looks really nice. It feels really good. It's thick, which I like. I like leather bands that are thick, even on like my mechanical watches and stuff like that. I like thick bands on them. It just feels premium to me. And then the last one, and I haven't used this one much, is the Hybrid Sport. This one is another leather band, but it uses the same sport buckle as the sport loop bands that Apple makes, so that's kind of cool if you like that connector. But all of these buckle and band Apple Watch bands are really high quality, really nice. They're made out of really nice leather, so I highly recommend them if you're looking for a different kind of leather band, especially if you're looking for something with like a traditional buckle. This might be a good place to look at, so I'll put a link to that and everything else in the description below. So I've never, ever in my life purchased expensive sunglasses. I've always been like, oh, $20 off Amazon? Yeah, that's fine, whatever. $10, $15, like that kind of range for sunglasses, because I break sunglasses, I lose them. I don't know what it is with me and sunglasses, but for my birthday this year, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself and buy some nice Ray-Ban aviators, because my thought process was, what if Miramont, California calls and goes, hey, we need you for the Top Gun program, and I need to be ready to fly into the danger zone. Yeah! I'm just kidding. I honestly, I was just kind of curious. They looked really nice. They were on sale at the time, but they were still very pricey. And I like them. They fit good. They feel premium. They're lightweight, which is nice. Yeah, they're nice. Sunglasses for me are really important. I have very sensitive eyes, so I don't even walk outside to like take out the trash without sunglasses on. If I'm going outside and the sun is up, I am wearing sunglasses. And these do a good job at protecting my very sensitive eyes. Also, you never know. Maybe I might get the call to go to the Top Gun program. I've never flown a plane in my life, but you never know. Then there's the AirPods Pro. Like MasterCard, I don't leave home without it. Okay, some people may not get that reference, but AirPods Pro are so nice. They are my favorite version of all the different AirPods. I kind of find them to be like the perfect jack of all trades AirPods. They're small in the case. I can throw them in my pocket, my backpack. They don't take up a bunch of extra space. I get noise canceling and transparency mode. They sound decent. I mean, obviously stuff like AirPods Max and other over-the-ear headphones are gonna sound better because they have bigger drivers. They can cover up your ears, things like that, but I truly love them. The one modifier that I've made to them, and I've talked about it a lot, I know, but I can't stress how good they are, is I swapped out the regular silicone tips that come with the AirPods Pro with the Charge-In Active Foam tips. These are foam AirPod tips with silicone on the outside. They just make the AirPods Pro a lot more comfortable to wear for longer periods of time. So I can sit with them in my ears. You know, they feel comfy. I don't have to like take them out like every hour or so like I did with the silicone tips. I can just leave them in. Yeah, they work great. And the nice thing about them having silicone on the outside is the foam doesn't get gross from disgusting ear stuff. So they stay a lot nicer longer, but you still have to replace them about every 6 months or so. I love a good pocket knife. It is a utility that I find useful. It is a tool that is very useful to me. Benchmade, while they are a little pricey, typically they're around $100 to $200. I believe this one was in the low $100 price range. They are really high quality. So you can definitely get pocket knives that are more expensive and higher quality if you want, but I think this does a good job of blending cost with quality. And if you're just gonna, use one pocket knife, or you're not gonna like build up a collection of them, I think Benchmade is the best place to go. All right, this is the big one, the last one. I saved this best for last. My keys. You got house key, AirTag, and wait for this one, a Toyota car key. Yeah, and it's paid off. No, seriously, I hate carrying around car keys and house keys. I cannot wait for the day where I buy a car that just uses the iPhone key, unlock and start, and I don't need to have a house key anymore. That's a long story. I know I could replace this right now, but that's a long story. So one day, I hope this changes, but today is not that day. because I hate carrying around car keys. So that's it for this video. That's my everyday carry. Let me know in the comments below what your everyday carry is, what your favorite thing is, what you carry around. My thanks to Okai and their electric neon scooter for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.